Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. We just hit 41.6k subscribers. Let's get to 42k by the end of the month. Please like this video down below and subscribe to the channel. But before we get started, I have to tell you guys about my friends over at Lear Capital. We all knew the market had to correct at some point, right? But nobody could have imagined what we're seeing today. COVID-19 is a human tragedy, and it's also an economic tragedy as the global economy is collapsing all around us. How will the markets respond from this point forward? Many economists are predicting a third quarter recovery, but there are still so many unknowns that it's simply impossible to say. One thing is for sure though, you just can't flip a switch and expect everything to return to normal. But headlines are suggesting there is a new upside, and the next upside is gold. If you want to make money in 2020, gold and silver are looking like a good bet according to Money Week, and that's why many Americans are making the decision to diversify into gold. Since 1997, Lear Capital has been America's top destination for gold, IRA, and precious metal sales. Mention this channel and receive a free silver coin with your first purchase. Call 800-819-2495 now. We will show you how easy it is to buy, sell, or trade your metals. Call 800-819-2495 or submit a request from the link in the description. And today, it has been a while, and I have finally decided to do my new house prediction. We are going to do a new house prediction. We are going to fill out every single swing district in the states here in order to make a determination on if the Republicans have a chance to win back the House, how many seats will they get, because a lot of people, even on the right, are admitting that Republicans probably are not going to flip back the House this time around. However, they possibly could get closer. I think they will gain in the House. We will see how close will they come. Will they cross 210 seats? Will they cross 205 seats even? Will they have a net gain? Personally, I believe they will, but we're going to go seat by seat all throughout the map here, and we're going to be able to make that clear determination. So we're going to start here. We're going to go down the list on 270towin.com, and we're going to look through every district. Not a whole lot has changed since my last house prediction in terms of fundraising, so we will see how this eventually goes. Arizona's 6th district. This is a new seat they put on the map. This one is going to stay with the Republicans, probably by a decent margin, in Arizona's 6th district. California's 21st district, the Republican has led some of the early polling, led the fundraising. Personally, I believe that they will actually win, despite the fact that it is not a friendly district for Donald Trump, the down-ballot Republican, similar to what we saw with Mike Garcia's victory in California 25. They easily could end up pulling it off. Same thing with the fact that I believe that Garcia will hold over Smith this November. Smith, not very well liked. Garcia did fairly well, and I believe he will do well again come November. California's 39th district, this was another seat. California 39 and 48, those will both be in the Republican column, actually. The candidates that are running for the Republicans are fairly strong. They narrowly lost last time, so we will see if they are able to pull it off this time. Personally, they have the funding, they have the resources. I do believe they will. Florida's 26th district, the Republicans are running several candidates, including the former mayor of Miami, who actually endorsed Hillary Clinton, but has now received the endorsement of Donald Trump. Personally, I believe that district will stay in the Democrat hands. Same thing with Georgia's 6th. This is going to go down the wire. This comes down to turnout in the suburbs and the exurbs of Atlanta. Personally, I do believe that it will hold for the Democrats just narrowly, as Georgia is trending in the left. Same thing with Rob Woodall's seat. Probably it is an open seat. It barely went for the Republicans in 2018. Personally, I think that seat flips into the Democrat column. In terms of Iowa's 1st district, Republicans leading in the fundraising there. I think Finkenauer will end up losing her seat, in my opinion. But David Lobisak in Iowa's 3rd district, the Dems are leading in the fundraising. That's the only metric I really have to go off right now. I'll give that one to the Democrats. Same thing with Iowa's 3rd district, although Iowa's 4th district was previously a toss-up, but since Steve King lost his primary, it looks like it will hold. Illinois 13, the Republicans are leading very well in the fundraising. I really do believe that that will be a district that, even though it was narrow, Illinois 13 will hold for the Republicans, but Illinois' 14th district will stay with the Democrat Party as of right now. Indiana's 5th, that shouldn't even really be a toss-up. That's not really going to be contested, even though it is an open seat in Indiana's 5th. Kansas's 3rd district. Last time we kept it in the Democrat column. This time around, I will still have it go into the Democrat column. Hillary Clinton won the district back in 2016. I would anticipate the Democrats to make more gains in Kansas's 3rd congressional district. As for Maine's 2nd, Republicans won it at the nationwide level by 10. It swung hard to the right in 2016. 2018 moved back a little bit to the left, although Democrats, again, they were more likely to turn out. It was a heavy Democrat year, and independents leaned left. This time around, I do believe that Trump will win Maine's 2nd by a good margin, and I also think that Eric Brakey, or whoever is the Republican nominee for Maine's 2nd district, is going to be able to narrowly pull it off. Michigan's 3rd district, that one will probably hold. Michigan's 8th, Mike Dempter seems to be the Republican front-runner right now, and I would prefer him to win, but the metrics right now in Michigan's 8th district are causing me to leave it in the tilt to lean Dem column for now. Minnesota's 1st will more likely than not stay in the Republican column. Minnesota's 7th district, this is a seat that the Republicans are leading in the fundraising. Personally, I do believe Colin Peterson will be sent out. Trump has a 31% margin of victory in the district. It did go blue in 2018, and Peterson did vote against impeachment, but I really don't think that that's going to be enough in this polarized environment. Republicans running the better candidate for the seat this time around. I believe they will end up picking it off. North Carolina, 2nd and 6th. These will be flips from Republican to Democrat. These will flip into the Dem column. Nebraska 2nd. I do believe Don Bacon will hold. New Hampshire's 1st. Pappas will more likely than not hold. New Jersey's 2nd district, Van Drew. He did well in the primary. He won the Republican primary, no problem, despite switching parties. I firmly believe that he will hold on and he will win. In New Jersey's 3rd district, the Democrats are leading in the fundraising. There hasn't been that much of a strong challenger just yet. But New Jersey 7th, we've seen Republicans up in the polls and fundraising, despite the fact it was a Clinton district, because Republicans are running a fairly good candidate in New Jersey 7th that I think will see that district flip back into the Republican column. As for New Mexico 2nd, the Dems actually are leading the fundraising, but some of the early polling we've seen on my end, Torres Small is actually behind, and Trump won the district by 10. There was a big Johnson vote in the district as well that, looking at some of the exit polling, could have even held him back in that district a little bit. So what I believe is that New Mexico 2nd will narrowly flip back into the Republican column. New York 2nd will hold. New York's 11th district, what we've seen is Republicans are leading in the fundraising, but I haven't seen much data in terms of the polling. Personally, Nicole Malliotakis, she's not going to energize the Trump supporters, or the new right, I guess you could say, because she really represents that neocon establishment type of figure that may do well in terms of state politics, but as a representative, I could see some of the Trump social conservatives, at least, but maybe economically liberal a little bit, individuals ending up voting for Max Rose, as he does have some socially conservative positions, even though he did vote to impeach Trump. After all of the madness that's happened since January, I don't think that's going to be enough of a factor anymore, just being honest. New York's 22nd district, Anthony Burdinski. This is a district Claudia Tenney is running back for her old seat. Fundraising, it looks like it's going heavily in favor of the Republicans. Therefore, I do believe that Republicans will flip New York's 22nd district back into their column. Oklahoma's 5th district, does that even need to be a question? That's probably the very, very big flip that I could see happening. Oklahoma's 5th, where Republicans are leading in the fundraising, as well as South Carolina's 1st district. Those two seats will flip into the Republican column, in my opinion. Looking at some of the polls we've seen, looking at the fundraising data, that's the way it looks. Pennsylvania's 8th, that will stay. Pennsylvania's 1st will stay. Pennsylvania's 10th district, I would expect that to hold. Texas's 7th district, I believe that will, since the Republican is leading in every poll we've seen, as well as all of the fundraising, I believe that will be another seat, because Republicans are running a very strong candidate in Wesley Hunt in the district. So I do believe that Texas's 7th will stay. Texas's 22nd could be close, but Republicans are leading big in the fundraising, so I would expect that to be a hold. And Texas's 23 district, I'm going to make the bold prediction here that Raul Reyes is going to pull off an upset in Texas's 23rd district, because it seems to be a district that it went red in 2018. You have a candidate that is relatively strong in the district. He's Hispanic. He can appeal to the Latino community in a way that your standard candidate wouldn't be able to do, and it is still a competitive district. And the primary turnout data in that part of Texas has been absolutely abysmal for the Democrat Party. So even though the seat did go for Hillary Clinton and probably will go for Joe Biden, I would expect it to stay in the Republican column. Similar thing in Texas's 24th seat. We haven't seen any real data out of Texas 24, but Republicans have a slight fundraising edge. Will give them the district. Elaine Luria in Virginia's 2nd. I would expect her to hold that seat. However, I do believe that Freitas will pick off Virginia's 7th district for the Republicans. As well as we look through this, I see Utah's 4th being the last seat I think would flip on this list. Personally, I think that Burgess Owens is a very strong candidate. He has the appeal to the, I wouldn't say moderates, but a little bit more of the establishment Republicans you see in suburban Salt Lake City, as well as the fact that he has some of the appeal to the Trump base as well, more so than Mia Love did when she lost narrowly in 2018. And Trump would have won the seat by a lot more than 7 if it wasn't for McMullin. He probably this time is going to win it by more than that. He's probably going to win it by around 10. So I'll put Utah's 4th into the Republican column. So we can go based off this and we can see our final result here. Republicans will get 213 seats in the House. Democrats will get 222. Democrats slipped, I believe, 4 seats or so from the Republicans, 4 or 5. Republicans ended up flipping back around 16 seats from the Democrats, a lot of them being narrow losses by Republicans in 2018. So the Democrats are going to win 222 to 213. They'll probably win the generic ballot by around 5 points or so, in my opinion, when it's all said and done. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Please like this video down below, comment down below, and sub to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you never miss another video. Follow me on social media. Join the Discord and subreddit. Donate to the Patreon or subscribe. Star links in description. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Red Eagle, out.